Hello, 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 my dear subscribers. So I'm Rising. I'm a Clairvoyant, and I'm gonna be doing a general reading and low reading for the month of April 2018. I'm gonna be using the Tarot, the Tarot Essential Magic for the low part, and to close the reading, I'm gonna be using the Oracle of Isis. Okay. So this is the oracles that I'm going to be using the tarot. And with that said, I'm going to start your reading. This reading is for the sign of Pisces for April 2018. So with that said, let's start your reading. Pisces, your overall energy is the Chariot. So this has different meanings. Either when it comes to a sign, you might be dealing with a sign of Cancer. Okay. Also, if this has to do with movement, maybe you need to take care of your car, your vehicle. Maybe you need to give it some kind of you may be having problems with your vehicles, if that's the case, or you might be planning on a trip through the road that you may have to rent a car, and that might be something that you need to do. Make sure that you check the car before you take it, before you go anywhere, okay? So I'm just adjusting the camera. That could be something that you might be thinking, or this trip could also be overseas, but most likely maybe you do an overseas trip and then you end up renting a car. So make sure that this is a you're going in the right direction, you don't get lost, the car is okay. Be careful with accidents and stuff like that. And finally, it could also mean that you might be moving. Some people might be contemplating a moving, and that could also be it. The main energy that you have is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the god of gods. Okay. So using the tarot, this is like kind of like the higher priest. This is you having divine wisdom. This is strength, endurance, persistent. Maybe you are persisting in doing something and you are focused to that. This means that you may also be needing patience for whatever path you're going through. And you see, I feel that this is more into a divine wisdom or some kind of strength that you need to have, because of the card that's crossing you is not number 9. Strength. Okay. So let me get a candy. So with that said, Pisces, you have the 9 of strength, so the 9 of wands. So in this case, you might be dealing with the a fire sign, or it could be your energy, because that maybe you're feeling that that strength of fire of a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it's also saying with the 9 that you have a strength, you have power, you have the health, the success. So some of you have this energy, you're strong. Even if you're in the older group, you're strong, you have the power, whatever changes you're planning to do, and you have the force, anything that was a victory, that you may be coming from a victory or something that happened to you. So you're moving on, okay? And now you're stable to whatever you're going to. Your foundation, you have the 9 of Cups. So in here is telling me whatever you're heading to, or you're going to, or someone is coming to you, with the 9 of Cups is something that's going to happen right now. If this has to do with finances, maybe you getting the job that you want. If this has to do with the love relationship, maybe that person that you want to be in your is coming into your life, is gonna come to you, and that person could have a water sign. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And it could be that energy because it's underground and it's on the top. You have the Six of Pleasure, which is a fulfillment. The Six of Cups is fulfillment. You easy, you satisfy, you happy. You have all this energy of happiness. On the back of that, you had the Ten of Ruin or the Ten of Swords. So that means that in the past you completed some kind of relationship. You probably completed a job that you're no longer there, and now if this has to do with work related, you left that behind and now you got the job that you wanted. If this is a relationship part, you left something in the past, you cut the strings attached, and now you are into this new relationship. It could also be that you start a new relationship with a person that you were before. The only thing is that this time you both decided to change certain things about yourself because this person is a good person, and now you just starting new again. Okay, here you have the Prince of Wands. Probably, maybe if you're in a marriage relationship, you're probably doing this because of your children. If this has to do with work, this could be that you are having a new beginning in this journey that you're starting, and you're happy with this new job that you have. You went from the Ten of Swords to the Six of Wands. So means basically this is talking to me. For me, is more or less career, and now you're going to start a new career. Okay. With the Fool, you have these cards represent that you have all the things that you need to move on in your career. If you decided that you're going to be working in whatever field that you chose to be in, you're going to have this the new career, the new path, whatever you're going to. You're this person, if you're a male, this represents fire element. If you're a female, this represents water. So if you're a female, now you're a little bit more calm and collected. Water represents the emotions in this, in how you're dealing with your emotions. Women are more emotional when it comes to a new job. They think about, do they like me, they don't like me. Men, they just do the job and they just do it. But women tend to start thinking, do they like me, they don't like me, because women are more fabulous. The next card you had, the Ace of Swords, is stiffness. So this is you, how you feel. You feel like the Fool. The Fool means you're pursuing whatever passion you're going to pursue. Okay. The Eight of Swords is telling me that you're going to whatever direction you need to go. So there might be interference in this energy, and maybe if you do encounter that, okay, don't worry about it. Don't feel like there is gonna be, remember that if this is a job situation, okay, there's always gonna be people that is gonna try to put themselves in your way. For women have more obstacles than men. Men tend to have it too, but the competition between women is stronger than two men. Especially in a job, you can have 5 women working and 2 men. The competition with the women are stronger. So you might be having conflicts in the competition in that job, but don't give up, because look at you. You have the two of Cups, which is love. So if this was a love reading, what's going to happen is you're going to feel like the Fool. You're going to start the new energy again. There are going to be conflicts, but don't let those conflicts be part of your goal, because your goal is this romance that you're looking for. Or if this is already an established relationship, this is where you're heading to. You want to have the commitment of love. Having the Two of Cups is the shared commitment, okay? And at the end, you have the Nine of Discs, which is the Pentacles in other tarot. So you are going to have the love and affection that you're looking for, and the financial gain. And if this is work, you're going to have the financial gain that you're looking for. So remember who you are. This is a general energy, and I'm trying to read this tarot, either love or work, okay? And remember, the Chariot is the first card that you have. So with that said, this is telling you, you're opening your path, you're going with that direction that you're going to go. Sooner or later, this conflict is going to go away. And remember, there's always going to be obstacles in life. Sometimes life is not easy, but it's not impossible. So with that said, let me see what I have for you in the regular love tarot with the tarot or sexual magic. Let's see if this talks about the singles. I'm going to take one card for the singles. Okay, and let's see what's the energy for singles is. So Pisces, this was all by itself. You had the Hierophant twice, okay? Look at this, and it's two different tarots. And this is the man energy, okay? Meaning that in this tarot, in the tarot sexual magic, for the single ones, maybe you need to concentrate to who you want to be, or you are concentrating with the person that you want to be with. Maybe you're looking more deep to the relationship that you want to have with this person. Maybe you're looking for a more spiritual relationship opposed to physical. But remember that physical goes hand on hand. You need to also feel the chemistry with that person. But this is why you're looking. This is confirming the first reading. So some of you are into that relationship that you want to have with that love and affection that is going to be a little bit more spiritual, especially for those that are in the older group, okay? Maybe the ones that are going over 40, that this is your midlife crisis that they call it, or your second relationship after your first one. Maybe some of you are going through a divorce and started your life all over again. Or it could be a young energy too, but it's also meaning this person that is young might have a spirit of an older person. Okay, for the couple ones, let's see what it comes out. For the couple ones, some of you are in a very good relationship. Some of you have the Ace of Cups, so that you have a very good, satisfied relationship. To others, you have the Five of Wands, meaning that in the Five of Wands is the energy of communication. Sorry, not communication. The Five of Wands is a fire energy. Maybe some of you are looking for a love, guidance, and you may gonna make a determination, because right now you probably are not happy within yourself and the relationships around you, okay? So maybe you are not happy with whoever you're with, or whoever you were. And maybe if the person was not faithful to you, maybe at this point you don't want to be in that, you are being hesitant to be in a relationship with someone. So that's the reason why you have the Five of Wands. You might be thinking that you might not be lucky in a relationship. You might be thinking that you're not that lucky, and that somebody else is lucky, and this and that. You have bad luck with relationships, to some of you, okay? And just remember that not everybody's gonna have the same energy for the couples one. And sometimes we bring things from our past life. Sometimes we bring things from our past relationships, and we bring it to this new relationship, and then the new relationship don't work out. Okay? And for those that are not actually living together, they might be apart, you might be living separated. You had the Two of Cups. Some of you are gonna make the commitment with that person. Okay? And look, it's a confirmation of what I just said, because look, you have the Two of Cups here. This is probably for those that are not in a relationship right now, for those that might be into looking for a good relationship. Okay? And let me see what other energy is here that I could say that is confirming. And look, oh no, this is Six of Cups. So some of you are going to be in a relationship. You guys are together, and you're going to fulfill and take it to the next step, meaning that you're going to have that love and that affection that you want, and you want to be committed. And others, you have the Six of Wands. Get to know that person. You're getting to know that person. Okay? So that's the energy that I have for the ones that are single or are in a couple relationship but not actually living together. Okay? So this is maybe you getting to know someone, and that's the relationship that you have. The last card that I'm gonna draw is the Isis Oracle. So this is gonna tell me what is it that Pisces needs to do for April 2018. Pisces, this is what I need to, what you guys, or the Oracle is recommending for you. Okay, so let's see what the Isis Oracle says for Pisces for April 2018. The Lunar Queen. These are all Isis Oracle. Is a message for you, okay, that you need to do. Or you don't have to do it if you don't choose to, but the Lunar Queen. For those that are reading for it, this is going to take about 10 minutes. So stop the video if you want, because this is going to take a little while. The Lunar Queen, she of the celestial crescent. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment. As ascension balancing to our action of power and demonstration, you are asked to follow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having a control or force it. See, this is telling you what the Chariot started in the beginning, a new process, a new beginning. Isis, as a Lunar Queen, understands the cycles of creative power and flow. Sometimes it can be hard to let go of desire to force control and making things happen, to exert might and willpower to bring what you wish for it into being by sheer determination, exertion, and force. Yet the vast creative power of the feminine principle is in honoring and following and flowing with cycles of activity and rest, of releasing force and surrendering into the perfection of what is happening right now. Releasing that is actually bring us divine manifestation and creation more effortlessly and gracefully and greater effect. The celestial crescent in the moon in her changing form, this oracle comes to you at a time when you are shifting from one phase in your spiritual and creative journey into a new phase. This is a time to pay deep attention to the message of your body and allow them to guide you. Do you need to balance your activity with more rest? Do you need to actively creating, but from more relaxed and allowing rather than demanding a forceful mental state? Or it is time for you to spring into an action once more. Has the time come to take a step forward? Pay attention to any other card that you draw with the Lunar Queen to more fully understand which phase is most appropriate for you now. This card will help you connect with your inner wisdom and the guidance of your own body wisdom. for the greatest timing and unfoldment of your manifestation. Remember, sometimes more time in the oven prevents an undercooked meal. Sometimes we just need to wait a little longer. So see, this is telling you, the Chariot, you might have difficulties, okay? The Fool, a new beginning, okay? So your body will help you know where you are at and what you need. The flow between the dark moon and the full moon in all phases. In between is constant and allowing it to flow even several times in a day or an hour. You will maximize your creativity and allow your life to manifest creative project after creating a project. Should you choose, you will feel great inner harmony and wellness and connection. This oracle is also a reminder that this feminine wisdom is not widely accepted in Western culture as yet, with its distorted view of what contributes productive behavior. The Lunar Queen is quite a radical. You will need to really believe in your own wisdom and give yourself great support and trust your own body wisdom in as you learn to operate in this more intuitive, flexible, responsive, feminine way. The oracle tells you that Lady Isis and the spiritual guidance that cares for you completely encourage you and supports you in being strong and giving yourself absolute permission to rest when needed. To honor your creative cycles to greatest of productivity and quality. If you have been wanting to create something or feel frustrated in your creative enterprise, the Lunar Queen Oracle also contains the message for you that sometimes something creative is within you and wanting to emerge. It is stirring you to unconsciousness, and soon it will be reflected more clearly back to you and you should be able to act. But for now, have patience. There can be inner work required before the relative switch out of work or bringing the creative impulse into forms and begin. Such is natural creative flow at times. If you're already in the flow and want to know this is the time to ready to let go and shine like the gorgeous full moon, the answer is yes. Trust and know that you are being guided by your own inner wisdom and supported by she, the Celestial Crescent, the Lunar Queen, Lady Isis. Healing with she of the Celestial Crescent. Rest quietly in a space where you will not be disturbed and close your eyes. Imagine that you can travel behind your eyes and find a vast, black, open, endless space there. Deeper and deeper you travel within, following the movement of the breath and going further within your own vast awareness, away from the everyday world. In the darkness of your own inner vastness, there is a soft light of crescent moon. You sense the soft outlines of its glow, and it makes me arc-like movement, growing inside from a slight crescent moon towards the fullness until a softly glowing disk of the full moon in the sky. Feel the joyful light of the full moon. You notice that the moon begins its next phase, decreasing slowly to a tiny slider in the sky once more, and then apparently disappearing altogether as a dark moon, not visible at all. Then the process starts again. Observe the process, feeling it, seeing it, sensing it, and affirming it within your own being. Feel the peace that you sense within you as you realize the regularity of the moon phases. No force is required. They just happen. When you're ready, become aware of your forehead. Imagine that there is a crescent moon resting on your forehead for a moment, and then simply focus on your breathing, becoming aware of your body. Once more, when you're ready, just open your eyes. The incantation of the Lunar Queen You can say this incantation to begin the ritual, about or as an independent practice to support you when you need it. To the inner strength to give yourself permission to rest, to replenish, to be patient, to allow things to cook, to balance, to rest with activity, and to find your inner flow. The Lunar Queen, Lady Isis, Goddess of the Night, help me now to follow the neutral light of the shining moon in all of her flow. I release force and fear. Help me let go. Guided by the crescent moon, now I am open to receive great boon. So, with all that said, remember that she's just going to help you to the next cycle and be patient to the cycle that you're going to enter in for this month, for March 20. I'm sorry, not March, for April 2018. So let Isis help you, and look at the moon behind her. See if you can meditate and you have the moon behind, if you are able to do in those warm countries or the warm states. Right now we cannot do it because we are in a very cold stage, but basically this is just the whole this just sum up what it was said in the tarot of Thoth. And I'm using Isis, I'm using the Egyptian symbols, and this is just my giving you a guidance to what's coming for you next. So love and light to all my subscribers. If this reading resonates with you, please feel free to make a donation. Anything helps for the making of these videos. I'm not a professional movie maker, so don't expect my videos to be professional videos. So love and light, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye. And if you would like a personal reading, you know what to do. Contact maria@clairvoyant.com. I do my readings in English and in Spanish, if you guys been following me from last year. Take care. Bye bye.